Coming to you live from Southern California, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Angels. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
And getting to start for the Angels, Reed Detmers.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Ready to go, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And we're off and running from Anaheim. The 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Ball one there.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And now 2-2. Here's a high chopper. Throws to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Sliced hard but foul. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Just starting things out here at Angel Stadium. Strike three on the foul tip.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Matt Olson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Olson with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Swings through that one. That misses, and that's ball one.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in Anaheim. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Reynaldo Lopez. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Here is Yoán Moncada. Moncada working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Big swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Lopez, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Got him. One gone here.
Batting second, first baseman.
All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. In that leadoff spot, a guy they're looking to get going, Yoán Moncada.
Well, it's been a tough series for him so far. No hits in any of the games, so they've really had a good game plan for him, and sometimes you tip your cap. They're executing, it seems, to perfection. But with that said, you know this guy's hungry. He wants to get on base with a hit. We'll see if he can make an adjustment and maybe flip the script in this one.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting third, the shortstop, Zach Neto.
2 outs, base is empty. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. One, two, bottom of the first. The pitch.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
1-2 now. Now one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2-2 on the way. On the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Angel Stadium. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Sean Murphy. Swing and a miss.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Fought off foul. adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Now here is Drake Baldwin. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. That's a ball. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Adele on his way in, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. So in now for the Angels, Joe Adele. Here comes the 0-1. That one fouled hard the other way. Pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 1-2. And that one hammered, carrying well. Can't squeeze it as he slams into the wall. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that's a great effort out there in right, trying to make a very difficult catch. We saw everything you want from a player in that spot. Just couldn't haul it in.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Logan O'Hoppe digs in now. And ball 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Hey. Man at second. And there's a foul ball. stays alive. One, two down. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. The Angels with a chance to score first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting 6, left fielder, Josh Lowe.
Here's the left fielder, Josh Lowe. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Pitch misses. Ball one. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. The Halos looking to strike first here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Out to short. Kim fires over to first. And the first run of the game comes across. Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting 8,
Now it's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. In the air, right field, Acuna on his way over. That is the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. It's the Angels 1 and the Braves nothing. This is Braves baseball on the Show South. Back in Anaheim, now in for the Braves, Mauricio Dubon. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. So digging in, Ha-Sung Kim. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Ground ball right side and a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So up next, Michael Harris II. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Bunting, and he pops it up. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, he's just given himself up to move 2 runners into scoring position right there, but somehow the defense can't get an out anywhere, and this is quickly turning into a golden opportunity for this offense.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. That's off the mark. It's 2-2. This one pulled down the line. It's hammered. This one hooking. It's got a chance.
Oh, man, that's a tough one to swallow. Had the distance, just couldn't keep it fair. Imagine how great that
worm burner into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate, and a 2-1 ball game now. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to him. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And a foul ball. Popped in the air, left field, low, settles under this one down.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Matt Olson.
2 aboard with 1 out. Matt Olson up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that's outside.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
2 on, 1 out. No question about this one. It's out of here. Matt Olson blasts one out. His 4th home run of the season. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Reed Detmers done for the day. And this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
The left-hander on now, number 70.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Sean Murphy gets a chance to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Jackknifes out of the way. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's there. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Up The designated hitter.
And now it's the Braves DH, Drake Baldwin. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Two down, nobody on. Right through here for a strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Angels add 3 on this blast. It's now 5-1. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers.
Four-seam fastball, high outside.
Bryce Teodosio leading things off and takes a strike.
Curveball, low inside.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Third baseman.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup, and now Yoan Moncada. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
Four-seam fastball, high outside.
In the air to left center. Harris after it. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Angels. First baseman.
So digging in, Nolan Schanuel. Popped out and foul ground first time through.
Ball 1.
Circle change, low outside.
The 1-0. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. That's a strike.
Four-seam fastball, low inside.
Here's a 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Angels go quietly there. They're down here 5-1. All set for the start of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Eli White.
That's a ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. Foul ball.
Ball. Down.
Hard hit left side. Slings to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Up next for Atlanta, third third baseman, Mauricio Dubon.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. In the air to left center. Low takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta,
Ha-Sung Kim next up for the Braves. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swings through that. Kim in his 6th season, 30 years old now, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that one almost got him. That smash towards center. Teodosio on the move. And that is that. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Shortstop, Zach Neto.
Four-seam fastball.
Neto batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order 2nd time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Here's the 0-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
The 1-2. That one just misses. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. 1 down. Here's Joe Adell.
Right fielder, Joe Adell.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2-0. Misses again, 5 in a row.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Up next for the Angels, catcher
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Quick move to first, and he's back safely. Adele stands at first with 1 out. Next pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
The 1-2. And they'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Singy.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And he's been pretty solid till now, so he may stick with this strategy.
Low in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases, and it gets by him. Adele around third. He'll score. 3-run game. It's 5-2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Man on second, 2 down.
Aye.
The 0-2 goes down looking for the strikeout. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Angels get 1 on this double. It's now 5-2. Back here at Angel Stadium, now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II.
You know, these Braves really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Oh, look at the stop. To first. And they get the out.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's Acuna. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. Teodosio takes it in for the out. 2 away. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And the 0-2. Upstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. Braves go down quickly here. They're still out in front 5-2. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Four-seam fastball. Below inside.
Peraza, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Hey!
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's the center fielder, Bryce Teodosio. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Hey!
Oh, 1 down. Tap foul at the plate.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Peraza gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Just missed. Outside low, and it's 2-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Angels, third baseman, Yoan.
Back to the top of the order. Here comes Yoan Moncada.
Hey!
There's the strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Struck him out looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. First offering. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get into scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Man at second. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-2 now.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Robert Stevenson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit, looking to do more of what he did back in the third.
No doubt, that 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and an important swing of the bat. Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. That's inside.
No, inside.
Got him. And one out now.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's Sean Murphy. Can't glove it cleanly. And they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
For Atlanta, the designated hitter, Drake Baldwin.
2 down, bases empty. At the plate, Drake Baldwin, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. Action in the pen down there. Brent Suter, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Romano warming up as well. Two down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. Teodosio on the move to the alley. And that is that. Down in order go the Braves. And it remains 5-2. Well, we go bottom 6. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto.
Zach Neto. Now pitching for
Grant Holmes into the game.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside. Come on, Zach. Here we go, Zach.
Ball, that's out.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The 1-1. And there's a ball. That one ripped, but foul.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
2-2 now. Slider
That's
misses outside. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Three-two. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder Joe Adell.
Now batting Joe Adell.
Four-seam fastball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
One now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Logan O'Hoppe. Right through there for a strike. And he takes a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
The 1-2. And just misses with that one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. Still two challenges left for them. First and second, one out. Josh Lowe, the next to hit for the Angels.
Nope. Ball one.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Two on, one out.
He's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Here's the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. strike three.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
So now here's the DH, Jorge Soler, 1 for 2.
Ball, that's out.
Two on, 2 outs. That clips the corner. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back.
Angels,
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Romano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Eli White. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Romano, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Canada. Ball one there. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So up next, Mauricio Dubon. He's 0 for 1.
Mauricio Dubon.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
Here we go, Jordan. That's a strike.
Ball one.
Let's go, Jordan.
On the ground to the left, Moncada. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim.
Come on, Jordan.
Ball one.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball two.
Here we go, Jordan.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
2 down, nobody on. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. It's the Braves 5 and the Angels 2. Bottom of the 7th. So in now for the Angels, Oswald Peraza.
Second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
That's a ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
And the 1-0. That one fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
The 1-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that's
That's a
down and
ball.
away.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That
That's ball
one
three.
misses. Ball 3. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
No, that's low.
The Braves leading by 3 here, the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Got him looking. 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the order now. Here is Moncada. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Moncada.
Hey!
Ball 1.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Braves 5 and the Angels 2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Angels,
and a new arm on the
number
mound to start the
37,
8th. Brent Suter.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop angle, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
He goes down looking. So back to the top of the order, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Action in the Angels bullpen. Ben Joyce, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Next offering is fouled back. That's way outside, and it's 1-2. Good eye right there.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. On to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Two down, bases empty. And now Ozzie Albies. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that'll do it. It's the Braves 5 and the Angels 2.
Now pitching for
Back
Atlanta.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
75,
roll into the bottom of the 8th.
Suarez.
Robert Suarez. Nolan
leading
Shotwell
off for
getting
the
ready to
Phillies.
hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Nolan Shotwell.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That's in there. That is strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him swinging. 1 away.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. The Braves leading by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that is out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ripped to first, caught.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder Joe Adele.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Joe Adele. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He sends a rocket to left, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-3. Here comes the crowd. They're feeling it right now.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch.
absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Here's your 1. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Caught him looking for the K. But the Angels draw a bit closer thanks to this solo homer. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Now pitching for the
We're back.
Angels,
It's the top of the ninth,
number
and there's a new
44,
pitcher on the mound, Ben Joyce. Here's Matt Olson now. He's already homered here in this one.
Matt Olson.
Ball.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That one missed. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And they had their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Up next, Brett Banner, catcher, Sean Murphy.
So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Kirby Yates, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Out towards right center field. Teodosio makes his way towards it. Makes the catch. 1 down.
Up next, Brett Banner, the designated hitter, Drake Baldwin.
So now the DH spot, Drake Baldwin. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center. Ball. Olson over at first with 1 away. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count now 2-0. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 down.
Up next, Brett Banner, left fielder, Eli White.
Eli White next up for the Braves. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Foul ball. The 0-1. Fought off foul. Check swing on an 0-2. Appeal to first, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Braves strand one, and it remains 5-3.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
So in now for the Angels, Josh Lowe. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. On the ground, right side, Albies. The throw to first, one pitch and one out.
Up next for the Angels, designated hitter
Jorge Soler now at the plate, 1 for 3. That one misses. Ball 1. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. On the ground, right side. Albies over to first in time. Angels with only one out left.
Angels, second baseman Oswald.
Here's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Angels making a move for a pinch hitter, Mike Trout.
And he would be the tying run, Boog. So we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Trout, the next to hit, takes outside. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a foul straight back. The 1-1.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
They're down to their final strike. And there's the ball.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Hit to second, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. And the Braves add another to their winning streak.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits. And now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now. And that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along. And you can keep this win streak going.
A 5-3 final score in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and